are as an empath. What you see, I heard you might see it in me, but I guess it was all just make-believe. Okay, let's break it down. In spiritual terms, a spiritual jail or spiritual prison genuinely refers to a state of captivity or bondage, not necessarily in a physical sense, but rather within one's own mind, emotions, or spirit. It represents a limitation on one's ability to experience freedom, peace, and spiritual growth. This captivity can be self-imposed or influenced by external forces like negative thought patterns, unhealthy attachments, or unresolved trauma. Let's break it down some more. Internal limitations. Spiritual prisons can be created by negative thoughts, patterns, limiting beliefs, unforgiveness, or unhealthy attachments. External influences. They can also be caused by external forces like negative spiritual influence or unresolved trauma. Consequences. Being in a spiritual prison can manifest as a lack of peace, difficulty experiencing joy, stagnation, and personal growth, and a feeling of being trapped or disconnected from one's true self or the Holy Spirit, your ancestors, or anything like that, or God. Breaking free. Spiritual liberation involves recognizing the nature of one's captivity, addressing the underlying causes, and actively seeking healing, forgiveness, and spiritual growth through practices like prayer, meditation, or therapeutic support. Examples of spiritual prisons. Unforgiveness. Holding on to anger, resentment, or bitterness can create a spiritual prison of bitterness and prevent one from experiencing peace and joy. Negative self-talk. Believing negative things about oneself like I'm not good enough or I'm unworthy can limit one's potential and create a sense of spiritual imprisonment. Addictions, whether to substances, behaviors, or even relationships, can create a spiritual prison by binding individuals to destructive patterns. Trauma. Past traumas can create emotional and spiritual wounds that lead to a sense of being trapped in the past and unable to move forward. Spiritual blindness. A lack of spiritual awareness or understanding can also create a sense of being imprisoned in a limited worldview. The Matrix, okay? Breaking free. Spiritual awareness. Recognizing the nature of one's captivity. Recognizing the nature of one's captivity is the first step towards breaking free. Forgiveness. Letting go of unforgiveness, both toward oneself and others, is crucial for spiritual liberation. Healing. Addressing past trauma and emotional wounds can help individuals move beyond their limitations. Spiritual practices. Engaging in practices like prayer, meditation, or mindfulness can help cultivate inner peace and connect with one's spiritual center. Seeking guidance. Seeking guidance from a spiritual mentor, counselor, or therapist can provide support and direction in the journey towards freedom. Confirmation. So let's continue to learn together so we can all continue to grow together. And as I always say, remember to pray. Bye, guys.